Multi's channel.
Hello everyone, it is I, Multi126789, and welcome back, my little chads of the internet, and we are continuing on in Mario Rabbids onto Chapter 7. That is Rabbit. I don't know if that's supposed to be an homage to another game that Ubisoft has done before, but oh well. Also, I didn't get to read the name of the temple again, even like how I didn't get to read it when I first came into this part. It said Temple of something. Temple of Waggerbog or something. It was some rabbit sound, that's for sure. And then once again, I'm doing block pushing puzzles in the beginning of the video because, you know, we love those. So that's what we're going to be doing for a little bit. So how is everybody? I'm actually recording this part and the last part you probably just saw on the 14th. Yes, it's been a few days since I've recorded stuff. And as you can tell, I'm a lot better than when I first tried to record stuff for this month. Because I was really sick to the point I just wanted to not exist as a living being. Also, I really do like the music in this game. Even though you don't get to hear too much variety, it's still nice to just listen to. But now, actually, today is the 14th of December, and I'm actually officially off of school. So, at this point, I can do fun stuff like, oh, you know, live streaming again and even doing more video content so I can have stuff ready for January when I get back into the full swing of school again. Which will be important. But yeah, block pushing puzzles are fun until you realize you're just pressing the button over and over again because, you know, that's what interactive player gameplay is, not players. You're engaging your players by making them press the same button over and over again. Oh wow. Also, you kind of have to do this if you want to move on anyways, so I kind of was like, okay, whatever. Because I actually was just doing it because I thought I was going to get a good prize out of it, but I didn't.
Look how unsafe that is. They're not even wearing helmets.
Yes, because, you know, it's not the blades that are underneath them that are dangerous. It's the fact that they're not wearing helmets. Also, if I looked to the right for more than a second, I would have been able to see we passed the area where we were going to see Toad at this point, but I guess I didn't look over there for long enough. But you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the Bonsai Bill if I turn the camera back to the right, but I don't think I will. No, I won't. Oh well. Well, that's what I get for not being super observant while playing the game, but oh well. We got a model, and then I think we got another model. Oh, I think it was the twins, actually, now that I thought about it. Also, I always turn the camera to show Mario putting his thumbs up, because I am that way. Also, the imagery here threw me off. I was like, bruh, I don't know how I feel about this. And I'm just like, huh, this is not what I was expecting to have to do today when I decided to play Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I think I recorded all of this footage on the 5th? If not a few days later than that, but... No, it ended up just being a cactus on the other side of that dude, which is just fine because I thought it was something a lot worse. Oh yeah!
See that tornado? It may look small and harmless, but the desert things change up in a hurry. Before you blink, it will get bigger and bigger, blowing anybody in its path away. And afterwards, the tornado will calm. But you better check those weathercocks just to make sure that they don't run into you.
So yeah, welcome to a new mechanic in this game that it's a fine mechanic, but I don't like it. Again, just because a mechanic works in the game doesn't mean you have to like it, technically, right? Like how everybody doesn't like Sonic Forces for some reason because of the mechanic of boost to win, or how they don't like classic Sonic, or how they don't like the Avatar. You know, those sort of things. Just because the thing works in the game doesn't mean everybody's gonna like it. Also, I just did that so I can try to damage the what's the word? Damage the gosh dang it. Damage the... I am losing my words. Damage the cover. Yes. Also, I didn't realize I had a clear shot. So, take it. Boom. So, by the way, the weather vanes, I'm gonna call them because I'm calling them weather cocks. It is correct, but it's not what I'm gonna be saying for obvious reasons. But the weather vanes are currently pointing in this direction. So, unfortunately for me, I didn't realize when I first played the stage that that would be of any importance, but, you know. It's like, whatever. Also, I killed that guy by complete accident. I forgot about the bounce chance, and when I killed him, I'm like, oh, that's good. That means I won't die this turn. Or at least get too much damage done with Mario this turn. So, the tornado acts like Chain Chomp does, and they move after your guys' turn. You will take a few things of damage, but as you saw there, it also has the capability of doing certain... Well, what would I say? Special attributes, such as stone. So, I was very fortunate enough to know that I learned with Rabbid Luigi by a complete accident that, oh, do not get hit by those unless you want to get penalized for not being ready for that. Because literally Rabbid Luigi would have got stoned and then I wouldn't be able to use them for like a turn. And considering that I was going to go back the other way this turn, I was kind of like, oh good. So he could have got potentially stun locked and literally destroyed if I didn't really just randomly put on the shield for no reason. Again, Mario is going in on these guys' life. Like, I don't know what happened with Mario in this stage, but like, he went 3 for 3 for hitting all these special shots. And I'm like, bruh, can you chill a little bit? The other characters want to play. The other people in your team want to play. I know that Rabbit Mario's here and you don't want to look bad in front of him. Whatever, but like, geez, my dude. Alright, 50-50 shot to hit this guy. Will I hit it? Nope. I was very upset, don't worry. Ha! I was very upset when I didn't hit that either. But it doesn't matter, because Rabbit Mario has a shotgun, and guess what? He doesn't really take no for much. He doesn't really take no for an answer, so yeah. We ended up still taking his life. Okay. Sorry, I mean digitalizing him. But again, the tornado is an annoyance, and I just think it's just a gimmicky thing that they needed for this stage. Because again, I believe every world has a gimmick to it. Like the Chain Chomps were a gimmick in the second half of the first world. How the weather vanes are a thing in this world. But again, the whole thing about this really that is interesting is that you're constantly going to be moving around. Oh, also that was really bad for me to discover that I could just shoot him and light him on fire. Because then I was like, oh yeah. Unfortunately though for me, is that the dude didn't move in a pattern that I would have liked him to move in, so it was unfortunate, but it doesn't matter too much. So basically now I have to make some aerial some aerial adjustments because I'm like, okay, I want to shoot this guy, but I did not want to shoot Mario. And I'm like, what? I don't really want to. So then I use my ability. And then I still realize I still will shoot him. But, you know, if I used it beforehand, it might have worked. But whatever. He was the last guy. It's just I really would have rather not take the extra damage. But I mean, it couldn't be helped. And, you know, he goes for Luigi, of course, because, you know, he already isn't damaged enough. And now I'm just trying to find a way to get vampiric on him without killing him. And by the way, spoilers, it does not happen. So I'm just like, well, whatever, screw it. I guess I'll just kill him. Because it's time. Alright, goodbye, sir. That red zone is really deadly, by the way. Like, it's really deadly. Ha! It is ridiculously deadly. And with this, Rabbid Luigi will be able to regain like 1 or 2 health. Oh, actually, I did not realize this until now, but thanks to me doing that, I realized that, yeah, you just straight up heal a certain amount of HP that you deal damage, which is kind of ridiculous. Which you would think that would kind of incent me to spend some of my money now to be able to get better weapons for Rabbid Luigi, but nah, he's pretty fine with what he has.
These ancient hieroglyphics tells of our story somehow. Oh, I wonder if I get pectoral muscles. That would be quite fascinating.
Read words that fast. I wish I took some more time and let myself read it. Something muscles. Prolific muscles? We'll say that. We'll say prolific muscles, even though probably that's not what it said. Oh well. Comprehending words on the screen when you know yourself, you only have a certain amount of time, doesn't really help.
The answer, my friend, is wise in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. I don't know what that's a reference to, but okay.
But anyways, moving on, we're finding more treasure because that's the thing that you want to do most of the time. Finding treasure, it could be better, And I think right now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're passing over the area where the question mark block thing happened. Or the comments from... Why did I almost call him? Yeah, never mind. I don't want to think about it. Alright, this stage. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of background to the stage and how this actually rolls out. So, by the way, this stage is a really not fun stage. This is why. Yes, I died quite a few times on this stage. Quite a few because of unforeseen circumstances and things that make this game very intoxicatingly furious to try to beat. So basically, what we're supposed to do is reach the end of the area. And you would think, okay, that should be fine, I mean, whatever. But there's a lot of simulations, like these, there's a lot of these friggin', what are they called? Bucklers, right? So these bucklers have a really nasty thing where they can be able to put special abilities on people by using their ability. So one is bad, okay? Having one being able to do that is really bad, as anybody would expect it to be. So I do not understand why on earth. I know this is supposed to be challenging and whatever. I know, I understand, but like, honestly, this is the most difficult stage I think I've played in the game up to this point. Not because I don't know mechanically how to face it, it's because of the enemy placement and how the enemies work in conjunction with each other. So as you see, probably with the little icons that are showing on the top of the screen, or were showing on the top of the screen. Also, yes, I set this up in such a way where Rabbid Luigi doesn't get hit by the shot, or at least takes reduced damage. While Rabbid Mario still gets healed. It's pretty much a trade-off heal. And I hit the dude with my shot, which is good because in the other previous attempts, by the way, I did the stage at least 5 times, restarting. This video actually ended up being like at least an hour long between 2 recordings. One I had to cut off because it was getting choppy, and another one because literally it took me another half an hour to figure out how I'm going to go against the stage. Because of that silly mechanic right there. Now, bucklers may not be able to do a lot of damage if they're not close enough. Yes. But when we have 2 of them, and even though they can't spam the ability, if there's 2 of the same enemy with the same ability, they alternate pretty much with the ability. So basically, what this means for my characters, also I missed, which made me upset. Also, I did have the ability to draw the enemy, and I don't know why I didn't use it. In hindsight, I don't know why I didn't use some of my abilities a lot more in this round, but I kind of forgot about it, so I ended up not doing it, sort of thing. So, but at this point, I'm just like, I don't really want to move, but it's kind of just a thing where it's like, well, if I could free Rabbid Mario from it, it would be nice. Lo and behold, though, I didn't have the ability, and I got upset. So I'm like, really? Really? And then I realized I could have just drawn the enemy, which I should have did in the first place, but I thought I had the ability that would allow me to, oh, I don't know, be able to not get stunlocked like this, because this is what makes this stage bad. You can literally just get stuck in this honey loop for quite a long time if you don't have a character that has the cleanse jump. Unfortunately for me, I don't know why I didn't think about it the several times I restarted, but I didn't equip my character with the cleanse jump. So I ended up being like, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep taking a bunch of damage, which really sucks. But again, I'm hoping to take the aggro off of Rabbid Mario at this point, because again, if you want all the stars for the chapter, you kind of got to go ahead and just make sure everybody's alive. But it's hard when the enemies are just relentlessly gonna bash you and relentlessly just gonna keep using supers that are gonna make it impossible for you to actually play the game. Luckily this turn they decide to have mercy. But I'm like, it won't last long, because now we have to... There's 2 things that we have to do. One, we have to make sure Rabbid Luigi stays alive, which is hard enough as it is. And 2, you have to make sure Rabbid Mario stays alive until Mario gets to the place where we need to be. So I decided to hide there, because I'm like, okay, well, they shouldn't be able to hit me because I'm not able to hit them from this location. And again, I decided to use Rabbid Mario and get that a lot of damage and healing off of them. But unfortunately, Vampiric Mist doesn't trigger, and I get upset. Basically, you can tell where this is going. This is like literally the worst possible outcome I could possibly get. But I'm just like, whatever. We can still try to salvage this with what remaining momentum I still have left to play this game. Because at this point, I'm pretty upset with the game because I've literally had to play the stage multiple times. Now, that bounce would have been really good if it wasn't for the fact now he's like right next to Rabbid Luigi. And I got really upset. you guys are probably lucky you didn't have real live commentary with me to begin with, because this is where everything just goes downhill. Also, I don't understand why the AI did that, but okay. And wouldn't you believe it, Rabbid Luigi is now gonna die because that guy can hit from up there. So I was like, oh good. Oh good. And I'm just like, forget it. I'm leaving, it's fine. I don't care if I take the 40 damage, I just want to beat the stage. But as you know, I am not that big of a baby, so I decided to endure it one more time. And I'm like, screw it, I guess we'll do it one more time. I really did not want to do it, but I changed my setup for something better. Because I think Rabbid Mario was fine for this map. It was just that there was just a few things that Rabbid Mario can't really deal with, such as other people who have barriers and have shotguns. Because a lot of the main thing from the first few times I had to restart the stage was literally because Rabbid Mario was getting bodied by those two that were up on the ledge. So I was like, well, forget it then. I'm not going to worry too much about them. And actually, I'm just going to play lame. Because I feel like that's the only way I should play, because the stage doesn't really treat you very nice. So this is the alternate route to get the good, the great, that I need to be able to 3-star this rotation. Because fortunately, this is the last stage for this chapter, which is chapter 7, I think. Yes. So it's not like it's super all that bad, but it's just like, oh my goodness. So with this, Luigi can actually use explosion damage to damage both of them and heal as well. And he gets a crit. So he doesn't even damage Rabbid Luigi, and pretty much this is already a better turn than what happened with using Rabbid Luigi and Mario before. Which is ridiculous if you ask me, because I'm like, gosh dang, the RNG changed completely for no reason. So much in fact, that what you're going to see next is really going to annoy me. Oh yeah, here's a random bounce chance. Here you go. Oh, and he's dead? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Remember when you were struggling like 5, 6, or 7 times before, and you had to keep constantly resetting? Yeah, how about we throw that out of the window right now? And that's basically what happened during this match. I am so... right now, I don't even know how to describe how tilted I was after that happened. I'm like, this is literally the most freest thing I think I've done in the game now. Because literally, these guys won't move off of this perch. They really won't. They will boost everybody's special abilities and whatever, but they won't move off the perch. And wouldn't you believe it, I can kill this guy in one shot. Or I thought, because again, RNG is still a major thing in this game, and Luigi hits the shot anyways, and gets a crit. So I'm like, cool, I wasted a turn. What else is new in Mario+RabbidsKingdomBattle? But now that I have Luigi up here and Mario up here, now we can start actually booking it to the end. So basically, my new strategy was literally just don't care and just run with 2 characters up top and just stall with the other character on the bottom. Because the only real threat here, if you could guess it, is that the enemies will eventually aggro onto Mario and Luigi once they get close enough. So at this point, I just decided to hang back, you know, just see what they will do, because they don't drop down from the perch, and they don't do anything this turn. They just get ready for the inevitability of Mario and Luigi going for the pipe. So I'm just like, wow, okay, well that's nice. Because that literally means in like literally less than 2 turns, we should be able to make this very free. Also, I don't understand why I put Mario out here first. Because if I used Luigi, I could have technically bounced up to where the dudes were, but I think it was also for a thing where it's like, I would rather not have my Mario die and then me having to do this again. So I decided to send out a decoy anyways. I don't know why I wouldn't have sent it out, you know, as I move with Luigi, but again, I'm not really thinking all that much, but hey, guess what? Instead of having Mario go up there, I now have Luigi, because in a strange trickle of fate, Luigi is better than Mario, which is mostly the case in almost every scenario, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video, guys. I'm done. There's not much else for me to commentate other than my frustration, because that was literally what the stage incarnate. This was the hardest stage up until this point of the game, because of how ridiculous it was. But luckily, bucklers can't move that far. But in any case, guys, I have been Multi126789, and if you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, I'm a YouTuber, and, you know, we need to make a living, too. Not me, I'm joking, that's a joke. But if you do want to stick around for more Mario and Rabbids content, probably would be easier to follow me if you just subscribe. So, we're still going to keep going for the game, we're still going strong, and actually, the next level will be another big chunk of story, so hope to see you guys around there for then. I have been Multi, and see you, my lovely chows of the internet. So ciao ciao until then.